Good morning, everyone. I'm drinking my cup of coffee here, enjoying myself, and wanted to help out the newer players that are interested in this game. This is Monsters and Memories, and what we're going to do today is we're going to do a short little video tutorial guide on how to make a little bit of cash very easily as a level 1 or a level 2 up to about level 5 character when you're having a lot of difficulty out here in the newbie lands, because sometimes some classes it can be difficult. So what we're going to do is we are going to buy goods from a vendor out here in the newbie lands. We're going to transfer those goods to a vendor that's going to give you better prices. Now I'm going to do this just for an example. I'm going to only have 66 copper on my character. If you can come out here and just kill a few of these things right here, and maybe a skeleton with a weapon, you can get 66 copper pretty quickly. So this should pertain and translate very well over to a new character where you don't know what you're doing. Whenever you come out of the west gates here, there's going to be a small little bit of ruins right here. And right behind that is going to be a small little gnomish vendor. This little gnomish vendor, for one, if you hail him by hitting the H button and say, "I'm interested," he will give you a 6-slot bag full free. On top of that, he buys stuff at half price and he sells stuff at half price. What we want to do is we want to buy stuff. And a lot of the times, people will stack a lot of stuff in here. For example, the croc teeth at 5 copper a piece. There's large stacks of it right there. You can scroll down through here and you want to look at all these stackable items that are in this vendor, because those are the ones that you want to purchase. We are going to go with the rat teeth because he's got 64 of them. Now, we got 66 copper. Not a lot of money. We can't even buy a full stack. But hey, we're a noob. We're just trying to get started. We want some money so that we can buy a weapon or two. So we're going to go ahead and take all that copper that we have and we're going to spend it and try to get a little bit of profit. So we started at 66 copper, as you can see there. I just spent pretty much all of it, and I got 16 rat teeth. Now from there, I'm literally just going to walk right back into town, over here at the main gate where you spawned at. Now just for note, those little stacks of lumber right there, if you have a lumberjacking axe, you can mine those and get yourself some lumber. You can do this same exact thing with that strategy. You always want to come in here to the cook if you're selling a lot of the goods that I'm going to transport here, and lumber too, because he will give you double price for lumber, and he will give you almost double price for most of the goods that you give to him. He will buy almost anything that's stacked. You come right into here. This is the inn. Okay, there's the gate right there. There's the other gate right in between them. Big old building. This is the end. You come right in here and you go into the little cooker station right through here. You can cook stuff, and here's the cook merchant. You right click them. Now I bought those for 4 copper each. He will buy them for 6 copper each. I sell them all. I now just went from 66 silver to 98 silver. Now we're just going to go right back out to that vendor again, now that we have a little bit more money, and we're going to buy an even bigger load of those rat teeth. Now, this does seem like it may be a little bit time intensive, but when you're starting out with a very, very small amount of money like that, it can take a moment to build it up. Preferably, if you can build yourself up just by killing stuff out here and selling to that cook about 3 silver, that's when it starts to really exponentially grow, because you can buy and fill your inventory up more and more and more, and every time you go to do this little route right here, it's even more profitable and more profitable and more profitable. Now we go back to this guy right here. We're going to go ahead and scroll down. We're going to buy his bat wings, because those are 3 each. We're just going to look at all the stackable 3 copper each items, and that's what we're going to try to purchase. So we got some more rat teeth right here. We don't have enough to buy a whole stack. We're going to go ahead and buy about 14 of them. No, we can't even buy that many. Let's go for 7. Got 22 left. Let's go for 5 more. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to take those items right back, same location. Very easy, very simple, very safe. And a lot of the stuff out here in the newbie land is aggro. One thing you got to watch out with is the little pupper dogs and the big humanoid ashares. Those will aggro you, so just be careful. If you do get an aggro, it's very simple. Run it to the guards, or if you think you can kill it, loot it, include its loot with the run. You come back over here again, and you sell to this merchant. Very simple. As you can see, they are not very spaced out. It's very easy to do this. And you come back in here again. You sell to this guy. Boom. Boom. We are at now 1 silver and 54 copper. So we have already, in that very short time, over doubled our money. Okay, now that we have that money right there, we are actually going to go out this side, because there's another shady vendor just like him that's even closer. You can come over here. A lot of the times he's not as stocked up on different things because he's a little bit hidden, and a lot of the noobers don't know where he is, so they don't sell stuff to him. But you can come right in here to this little greedy halfling, and you can do the exact same thing. You can scroll down his list, see what he has for sale. As you can see, this guy is a little bit barren because a lot of the times people don't sell here. But he still does have a few little things. So we're going to buy those. We are going to buy those teeth, and those teeth, and those teeth. And we're going to buy that meat. And we're going to buy that scarab blade. We're going to buy... The silks are good, but you can't sell it to the cook. So I prefer not to do that unless he has like a whole ton of stacks. We're going to get that meat right there. We are going to get... We got 72 copper left, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you another area by buying these. And any other little pieces of leather that we can afford. Any leather. It has to be leather. So we're going to buy that piece of leather right there. And we're going to buy those hide scraps as well. We are at 0 money now. We have spent everything. We've invested it all. Let's hope the stock market doesn't crash. Okay, we're going to go right back over to the little chef right here. First off, just because he's close, and if you get overweight, he's the easiest one to get to. And everything that we just bought that he will purchase, we will sell to him. Boom, boom, bam. We're already back up to what we almost spent in total, and we still have some goods left on us. We still have the hides, we still have the little boots we bought, and we have the hide scraps. Now, to sell those is very close too. There's the bank right there, that's the cook. Over there in that little structure right there is where we just bought this stuff from that man. And we're going to jump over this little wall right here. And this whole area right here sectioned off is the Leather Workers Guild. You're going to come in here. You can do all your training for leatherworking as well. And you're going to head to the back room. You're going to go straight through these doors and straight as an arrow all the way to the leatherworking supply vendor. You get to talk to him. He is going to buy the scraps for 1 copper each more. Those for 2 copper each more. And that we bought for 25 copper. He's going to purchase it for 37. So boom. We are now up after that very short amount of time to 2 silver and 46 copper, as you can see right here. Now if you're having weight problems, what I would suggest, taking off all your gear that's very heavy, throwing it in the bank first so that you have a little bit more of a weight limit while you're doing this. It'll make things a little bit more manageable. And if you can, get a Spirit of the Wild sow from a local vendor that, or a local person that may be actually giving that out at the bank. Now we went ahead and come to the bank and we converted that and we put it to 2 silver. What we're going to do now is we're just going to bank this. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen after you've built your money up a little bit. So we're going to take, let's take 10. We'll take 10 silver out in total, which is, as you can see, not a hard accomplishment to do if you're doing this method. So we're going to take that 10 silver. We're going to come back out here to this vendor in the far newbie lands. I like, even though this one's a little bit further away from the other vendor, like I said, a lot of the times he's way more stocked because of the convenience. Everyone's running around here leveling, and they don't want to have to come all the way back to town to sell something, or they just don't know, and they just sell to him. out there because it's easy. He's right there. I don't even have to leave the leveling area, and bada bing, I make some money. So he usually has a lot of stock. We're gonna go back out to him again here. So you know, in this game, when you free jump, you get a small little speed boost. It'll actually speed up your movement while you're jumping. We're gonna go back to him, and we're gonna go through his listing again, and we're gonna see what he has for sale in large quantities. Fire beetle legs. Let's go ahead and buy all 13 of those. He's got 9 large bat furs. We're gonna go ahead and buy those. Oops. Ah, wait, hold on. Yes, those are not stackable. I thought they were stackable. We're just going to leave it at that because you want to focus on stackable goods. It's got 26 rat ears. We're going to buy all those. It's got 46 rat teeth. We're going to buy all those. He's got 14 of the teeth. We'll take those. 9 of those, we'll take them. Crocodile teeth, we'll take them. Bat wings, we'll take them. We'll take those legs. We'll take them legs. We'll take all this meat. Now, just to know too, if you want to get your cooking up, selling raw meat is cheaper than cooking it, and it's very easy to do. So if you have the time to do it, but cook all your meat first before you sell it to the vendor, and you will make an even greater profit off of doing that. Now let's see what we got here. Now we're kind of trying to spend up as much money as we can, but we don't want our weight limit to go up too crazy high, and those are 5 each. So you want to look through here and you want to see what is lighter weight, because the slower you move back to the town, the longer it's going to take you to do this. Oh, look at that. A bunch of snake things. We'll buy all those. Then we're going to come and let's see. What else is there? Is there anything? Is there anything? Alright, that's pretty much all that he has right now. I've done this a few times today, so evidently it's going to deplete. So we brought out 10 silver, and we are at now 1 silver and 80 copper left in our bag. So let's bring all this back over here to the same vendor that we just did, and let's see how much we make off of having an absorbently large amount of funds, or a moderate amount at least, to spend on doing this, and see how exponentially how exponential the profit gains are for this short amount of time it takes to do this. We come back in here. We go to the cook. Like I said, you want to cook your meat first. I'm not going to worry about that for this video. Let's go ahead and sell everything we just bought back to this guy, to this vendor, and see where we sit at. Alright, so we've sold that. We have a few goods left that we need to go and sell at the leather worker. Fortunately, those don't stack. The regular little bat furs, if I am correct, do stack. So those are the ones you want to aim for. Come back over here. We did the exact same thing. Sell all the junk. And bada bing. Then we're going to go back to the bank. As you can see in our inventory right here, we already have 8 silver plus another 655 copper. So the profit here is going to be in the silver range. And like I said, it exponentially grows. The more money you can pump into it, the more goods the vendor has for sale. And depending on if you're on a PvP server or a PvE server, that will change. On a PvP server like me, it is a little bit harder because there's not as many people to sell goods to those vendors. But we just took that 10 silver and turned it into 14 silver and 55 copper. So we got a 4.5 copper gain off of that short little stint. Now, you can go buy bags for your character. You can go get a new weapon. Maybe purchase even a little bit of armor. Get yourself back out in there in Newbie Land, a little bit more geared up, a little bit more set up, and whenever you're in the area to do that, you know you're going to be coming back to town anyway. You have money on you, stop by that merchant, see what he has for sale. Load your bags up. Then on your way into town to train because you just leveled up, or to get some new spells, go ahead and stop by that cook, sell all the stuff. Make yourself a pretty little penny on your way to whatever adventure you're doing inside the city. I appreciate y'all listening. Thank you. And I hope this helps a lot of you guys out there. And good luck. And I hope to see you in the game. Catch y'all later.